You're watching Drakewing Gaming. Enjoy the video.
Hey guys and gals, Nary here from Drakewing Gaming. As some of you know me on Twitter, The Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming back at you another Let's Play episode of Tennis Ace. This time I believe we are on Keisuke's path. So y'all, without further ado, let's just jump right back in, shall we? Alarm Chan, you are up, and let's go. Alright. I would have, but you refused to keep studying with me, so I don't think you'd be all too interested in spending your free time after class doing more studying. It's more like reviewing instead of studying, but he still got a point. Ah, sorry, I shouldn't have said anything. It's alright, don't take it so seriously. How did you two do, by the way? I just tried talking to June before he went home, and he was a mess, to put it lightly. Yeah, I know. I kind of ran into him being all zombie-like this morning. I saw him nearly walk straight into a column. Huh? I really shouldn't have let him go home all on his own. Hopefully he'll have done at least passably well. As in, getting the bare minimum to pass? I don't think I can really ask for much more than that. That's a fair point. It's kind of sad how low our expectations are at this point. And by the way, little birdie told me a little secret. Oh no, Shuichi, what the hell did you tell her? Well, why do you immediately think it's me? You don't even know what she's going to say. Because whenever something like this happens, you're usually the one blabbing to her so she can make fun of me. So, there's some really hot gossip going around the school that you've been spending a lot of time droning around the light music club. Oh no. Please don't tell me someone somehow figured out that... They've been saying you're interested in Ichiko-chan. What? Whoa, is this true? Of course it's not true. Who the hell told you that? Really? I heard it from one of the girls in my class. Why are the girls in your class gossiping about me? I don't go to this class. Yeah, but Ichiko-chan does. Wait, really? Yeah, you didn't know that? Of course not. Why would I ever need to know that? So you're really not interested in Ichiko-chan? Not beyond an anthropological level, no. Oh, that's a bummer. A bummer? Why are you getting so invested in something that doesn't even concern you? Let alone with absolutely zero confirmation. Dare I ask why exactly? It's just that it would have been the first time you've ever been interested in a girl, so I got a little excited for a second. Plus, I like Ichan. I like Ichan. Ik-chan. Too, so it'd be nice if she became part of our group. Ichan? Does anyone even call her that? Is that even Japanese? Please spare me this kind of thing. I have no interest in her. Aww. And here I thought that would explain why you've been hanging out with Urushihara so much. I'm pretty sure the most simple explanation for that is because I wanted to hang out with him. So you've just been hanging around the band, you wanted to spend time with Kei-chan? Of course! Why do you even think I'd have another reason? Well, I just thought he wouldn't have free time for that anymore for the festival. Guess nothing came out of his confession. Huh? I'm immediately reminded something critical that I had forgotten. Saya already knew Keisuke planned to confess to someone, so me spending so much time with him, especially after the date of when he told her he was going to confess, she could end up figuring it out thanks to that. Confession? Who confessed? Urushihara? To whom? Whoa, calm down there and breathe a little. What's gotten into you? I could see the gears turning inside Shuichi's head. I already thought that he'd gotten a little suspicious from the way he was acting when he ran into Keisuke at my place on Sunday. You said Urushihara was going to confess to someone. I didn't even know he had feelings for someone like that. Who was he confessing to? I don't know, believe me. I tried to get him to tell me, but he just said he wanted me to help him come up with words to say without me knowing who he was saying them to. And I really wanted to know because it got me really curious. I don't think it's nice to pry into our friends' lives like that. Don't you guys agree? Boo, you're so boring sometimes. Just let me have fun. Right. Besides, nothing probably came off of it, otherwise we'd have been told by now, right? I'd sure hope so, but Kei-chan can be really good at keeping secrets if he wants to. No kidding. Oh man, Shuichi's definitely suspicious. If he hasn't figured it out, it's just because he thinks there's no way something like that could happen. But he's shooting me weird looks every now and again, and that makes my skin crawl. One second, y'all. Hey, sweetie, I got you on phone. Just mute yourself and you can listen in. Sound good? All right. Hey, everybody, that's my lovely girlfriend Elle listening in. She likes to listen into my videos, so we've got a live guest. Anyway, but he's shooting me weird looks every now and again, and that makes my skin crawl. There we go. Water time, hey, oh, it's water time, but don't you try this water of mine. Yeah, I'm a dork. Alright, there we go. It definitely seems like he's onto something. Anyway, we came here to talk about the exams, right? How did you guys fare? I just realized we kind of skipped that question. Oh, right, I did well, I suppose. Had a little bit of trouble with the world literature portion, but other than that, it was mostly fine. I kind of skipped the syllabus for that one because I got lazy. Wow, and you have the guts to look me in the eye and say that I don't study? But you don't! I think I did fine for the most part. Social studies is probably going to be my best grade, though. Really? I thought you hated social studies. What makes you so confident? Yuichi studied with me for a bit on Sunday. It helped so much of it. It helped so much of it click in my head, and the whole subject made a lot more sense after. I really don't like subjects like that in general, though, especially sociology and philosophy. Everything is so subjective. I really prefer things to be a bit more set in stone. What did you expect from a subject that is basically the mad ramblings of a bunch of long-dead old dudes from 5,000 years ago or something? The ancient Greeks are from 330 BC. Are you sure? Then what was it that happened 5,000 years ago? I don't know. A lot of things, probably. Just not the ancient Greek philosophers. I think 5,000 years ago was around the time the ancient Egypt began developing. Oh, that's true. I forgot about that one. I hate history. Too many dates to memorize. You hate anything that makes you use your head. Not entirely wrong. What about you, Yuichi-kun? How did you think you did on the test? I probably did fine. Not great, but well enough to maintain my point average. Your point average is already stupidly high for someone that puts in no effort whatsoever. Aw, thank you. That wasn't a compliment. That was a consternation. I appreciate both. Hey, at least clubs will start operating again next week. I'm really itching to start practicing again. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Damn, I'm sorry, I totally forgot. It's fine. I have to get used to it sooner rather than later anyway. Did something happen? Come on, Yuichi-kun, it's not hard to stand up for you. It's hard to stand up for you when you keep forgetting things like this. I'm gonna announce my retirement from the volleyball club next week. I'll announce who will be the club's new captain, and then that's it for my volleyball career. Oh, I'm so sorry, Shuichi. It'll be fine. It's not like it's the end of the world, right? It's just volleyball. I'm mostly just gonna miss having the frequent exercises and getting to spend time with the team. Other than that, it's not a big deal. If you say so. I do, so cheer up. I don't want to see you looking so sad. It's just a high school club. It's not gonna matter in 5 or 10 years. I guess that's one way to look at it. Can you not help him pursue his volleyball career unless you're dating him? Oh, that's kind of fucking depressing. His dad is gonna push him into being a soulless businessman. Great. What is it with parents wanting their kids to turn out just like them? A way that I really can't bring myself to agree with, but at the end of the day, Shuichi's feelings for volleyball are his own. If he can just see it as a fun little hobby, then that's his thing. I could never think of that way about tennis, even if I've spent the past few years running away from it. It just doesn't click in my head. I'm really sorry to cut out the conversation short, but I kinda need to run, otherwise I'll be late for my shift. Sure, run along. I have other things I need to do too anyway. You do? Yeah, I'm gonna swing by the student council room, work on expediting a few documents so there'll be one less thing to worry about next week. Pretty easy stuff. Just don't go overworking yourself. Ha! I wouldn't do something like that. You have my word. Alright, see you boys later. Bye-bye. Have a good shift. She grabs her bag and almost literally runs out the door, slamming it loudly behind her. That girl is way too full of enthusiasm. I should probably get going too. The sooner I get my work done, the sooner I get to head home and relax. Right. Shuichi walks to the door, his bag hanging from his shoulder and swaying with every step. I watch his tail drooping between his legs. For some reason, my chest feels a bit tight. Hey, Shuichi? Yes? You'd tell me if there was anything going on with you, right? Huh? What kind of question is that? Just, if you were down or upset or anything bad was going on, you'd let me know, right? Of course, you'd be the first one I'd tell. Do you promise? Yes, I promise. What? Do you want me to pinky swear it to you? Pinky swear it to you like we're back in 5th grade? No, I was just thinking some stuff and wanted to make sure, that's all. Sheesh, don't be such a weirdo. I'll tell you, I told you I'd talk to you later. One second, y'all, let me plug my phone in. Get this baby plugged in, there we go. Alrighty. See ya. See ya. For some reason, I don't feel good. I kinda want to go home right now. No, I have to shake this weird feeling off. I still want to meet up with Keisuke. I did promise we'd see each other on Friday after the tests. And maybe we could make plans for that date he said he'd want to take me to. Heh, it's a little embarrassing to be looking forward to this kind of stuff. Ooh, excuse me. God, it's so weird to think that I have feelings for someone, much less a guy. My life is turning out so weird lately. I make my way to the band's club room, but as soon as I reach the hallway, I find them all gathered in front of the room, sitting and standing around chatting. Ah, Yuichi, there you are. There who is where? I was wondering if you were going to show up. You were expecting me? You've kind of been showing up out of the blue a lot of the time, so we've just kind of started to expect you at this point. Come on, it hasn't been that often, maybe a handful of times at the most. It's alright. You shouldn't be embarrassed or self-conscious about it. It's nice to have a friendly face that isn't necessarily a band member. I thought that was already K-Chan's job. Hysterical. Are you guys gonna go to the store to rehearse again today? Yeah, but that's a few hours away still. We're all going to head home before we go for it. Really? I thought you'd all head there together from school. Are you kidding? Rehearsal starts at 8 p.m. There's no way we'd hang around doing nothing for 4 hours just so we could head there together. It's not very efficient. Or smart. Okay, I got it. I'm stupid. No one said that. So what are you guys doing here right now, then? We were just celebrating the end of the exams and how we all got through it in one piece. Some more than others. The monkey sighs, leaning his head back against the wall. My parents are really gonna get on my ass if I don't score high enough in these. I did tell you to study. I tried to help you study. You wanted nothing to do with it. You could have just pushed me a little more, been more insistent. What am I, your mother? You certainly look very young for your age, miss. Go to hell. We're all about to head home anyway, so if you want to, you can already pick K-Chan up. Please stop calling me that. I've asked you multiple times. Everyone, just make sure you're all on time. Even if we're sharing the cost 6 ways, those soundproof rooms are still very expensive, so I'd rather not waste any time. Yeah, Karusu, don't be late again. I told you I was helping an old lady cross the street. You're always helping someone do something. You always end up being late. I'm not going to give up on my basic decency just to save some time. Alright, we'll just band for now. See you all at 8 p.m. Cheers. Gotcha. Bye-bye. See you in a few. The band members all go on their ways, heading in different directions down the hallway. I suppose some of them might still have business in the building? Heh, I have to admit, part of me was expecting you to head straight home after school. I considered it, but I thought you might want to see me. You thought right. Keisuke takes a quick step towards me, and before I can react, plants a peck on my cheek before nuzzling against my neck. Whoa, we're in public! Don't worry, everyone's already left. He gives me another kiss, this time on my neck, before stepping away again. That's just my way of telling you I missed you this week. I missed you too. You look so cute when you're red. I object to this entire conversation. You love saying that, don't you? Maybe. I'll admit, I'm happy you came over, even if we might not have that much time together. We won't? Sadly, we won't. I need to go home. My father wanted me home straight away once tests were finished so we could talk about my academics or something like that. Alright, y'all, 1 second. Water time. Alright. That sounds like a pain in the ass. It could be worse. For better or worse, I'm used to it. It was one of his demands if I wanted to be allowed to go to this school. You had to be allowed to go here? Yeah, I know this is a really good school and all that, but do you really think someone of my birth would usually go to a place like this? I guess I always wondered about that a little bit. I had my own reasons for wanting to go here, but that went against my father and grandmother's plans, so it was a lot of struggle to get them to agree to it. Of course, that agreement came with several strings attached. One of them is that I always keep them updated on my studies, and that I study a lot at home to make up for the deficiencies of lower grade education. Ugh. Just saying that out loud already has me annoyed. I never knew about that. I mean, I guess I never asked, so it's only fair that he didn't tell me, but still. I did always think it was a little strange that someone coming from such a rich family would be in this school. It is a private school and all, and is a very prestigious one at that, but far from the sort of place I'd imagine the son of a worldwide company CEO to attend. Why did you even choose to come to this school anyway? It's a bit... Alright, I'll tell you. Just don't laugh at me, okay? Okay? Just remember I cheered you up when Aki was making fun of you about wanting to be more like me. Remember, I didn't. Let me word that again. Remember, I didn't make fun of you or anything. Yes, I remember that. Just spill the beans already. Right, sorry, I'm rambling. So, back when I was graduating from middle school, I was still very much an unknown player. I wasn't even considered particularly strong in the prefecture, let alone the region or the country. And back then, there was this player I really admired a lot. I loved watching his matches. I thought his confidence was magnetic. I'd admired him for years, really. You see where I'm going with this, right? Oh, wait, you came to our school for me? Are you going to be creeped out if I say yes? Maybe just a little bit. Still, I'm actually kind of flattered. You acted like you had no idea who I was when you first joined the tennis club, though. Of course I did. Do you have any idea how embarrassing it would be if I joined the club and immediately started gushing over you? How uncool would that be? I don't know. We might have started hanging out earlier if it wasn't for that. Maybe. But I have to say, I don't regret having our relationship take the trajectory it took. I'm happy with where we are now, even if it's just at the very start. You're really sappy today, aren't you? I guess in a way I've been interested in you from the very start, just not always romantically. Aw, man, I don't really know how to react to this. I wish I could say the same, but I had no idea who you were when we first met. I wouldn't have expected you to know. One thing that I always liked when I watched you play is how you always seemed really humble and yet above everything at the same time. Like, you didn't look down on the other players, but you didn't really feel obligated to act super chummy with them just for the sake of keeping a good image. You've always been really unapologetically you. That's something I really respect. It's definitely gotten me in trouble its fair share of times, though. Yeah, I'll bet it did. Anyway, I really need to get going now. I tried to text you before rehearsal. Okay, hopefully you'll have a good day still. I got to see and talk to you. It's already a pretty good one. You're a flatterer, aren't you? I try. Keisuke grabs my hand, giving it a quick, gentle squeeze. I'll see you later. Keisuke walks down the hallway, disappearing when he turns the corner to go down the stairs. I watch him go with a big, goofy smile on my face. Leaning against the hallway... Oh, 1 second, y'all. Alright, time's up. Let me go ahead and end it right there. Alright, thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, leave a super thanks or a tip if you can, it always helps. Until the next video, I love you all. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!